So just when we get all this stuff figured out, right, then along comes extreme weather, right? Hurricanes, snowstorms, all the, right, the nasty bits associated with it, the not nice days. Let me put it that way. So can we talk a little bit about that, about the what you're trying to do? Ross, I think I'm going to start with you, and then I'm going to ask all three of you to chime in a little bit on that. Sorry, Ross, you're next to me. You're going first on that one.
That's
but that
great.
kind of, how do you get ahead of the weather, right? Let's just talk about that.
So I think, so the WDDs, we know that gives us a view of our historical customer demand. So that's great. It kind of takes care of itself in a daily feed, and our systems are weather aware, which is nice. But I think one of the benefits of having WDDs separate from, I'm going to call it like a black box that considers weather as a causal factor, is that it gives the team the ability to reshape and move that forward and kind of override the WDDs if we want to try to get product to store a couple days earlier than what it might flow originally. And so I think that those are, when we think about different approaches to include weather in a system, while a black box may be able to take care of it, we see a lot of benefits in being able to take the WDDs and then use them how we see fit, because again, it's you can ask folks in our business and they'll say, well, it doesn't matter what the weather forecast says. It just matters kind of what this channel at this time in the morning, what that weather forecaster says, and then that's going to drive customer reaction. And so it gives us some abilities to know maybe what the models might say, but also the chance to shift it and get ahead of it. Yeah. So it's been great, and I think that we've been kind of figuring out some best practices over the winter storm that hit us in 2021 and any number of other weather events that are coming our way in Texas.
Yeah, you've had a few, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you're right, you bring up a good point that we're talking about consumer demand here. Yeah. Not what the weather data, not the weather models. It's great, they have their role in life, but no, we're talking about the money, right? And we're talking about making sure that the product is in the store when the customer arrives, right? Yeah. That's what we're really all about. Thank you. Tyler, anything to add on that one?
Yeah, one of the reasons that I chose to do a pilot with Planalytics up in the Northeast is because I wanted to see what nor'easter type weather would bring to the data itself, right? And because nor'easters never are going to hit at the same time every year, we would love for that to happen, right? We wanted to watch that historical information get scrubbed, right? Because we saw the spikes leading into the nor'easter. And now it's really interesting to watch the forecast prep for a nor'easter and see that happening in real time. But those are the extreme cases, right? I think the thing that I've seen the most is just the slight changes in the weather and how that really changes demand. Growing up in the Pacific Northwest, you never knew when the sun was going to finally come out, right? But I always remember thinking, oh, it's going from mostly cloudy to mostly sunny overnight. Everyone was running to the store and buying sunscreen, right? If we can do that from a predictive perspective moving forward, we are going to help ensure our customers have inventory available to them. And it just has to be that slight change, right? To watch it, the purchasing pattern change. Everyone starts buying barbecue items as it's changing from partly cloudy to mostly sunny. So it's really interesting to watch, and I even watch it in my own shopping behavior now, and I apply that thought as I'm walking the aisles of, oh yeah, this is why I'm buying what I'm buying. It's very intuitive when you think about it and take a step back, but it's really amazing to watch it happen in the data itself.